Hi everybody, and welcome to today's ride. We're over in the Pendleton country, headed down Tutuwilla Creek, headed to the north towards Pendleton. Kind of in the southern part of Pendleton here, headed for the southeast part of Pendleton and on out to the reservation. Oh, I hope you enjoy the ride. It's a little drier over here than it is over in La Grande, but still not bad for this time of the year. Hope you enjoy the ride. Enjoy the music and let me know what you think. Yeah, getting a little closer to town here. And this is really the first road trip I've been able to take here this spring. It's the last day of spring when I did this, shot this, and about the best day we've had all spring. So it gives me a chance to test out those new settings on those Elka shocks. And so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. I get a chance to really put them to test up the road here a little ways. I got a bunch of road construction, so it's pretty miserable riding across where that road construction is. Really put them Elka shocks to the test. Well, we're getting in a little closer to town here. Pretty soon you'll be able to see the freeway up in front of us. We're gonna parallel the freeway for a little ways and then take the Indian Hills exit, run down into Pendleton proper that way. Yeah, here we are kind of facing maybe the south side of the South Hill in Pendleton. The freeway's just right up there in front of us up on the hillside. You'll see a semi-tractor and trailer go by here in a little bit. And we're going to get down the road here another block or so. We're going to hang a right and head up the hill. We'll be parallel on the freeway then. Here we go. This is a pretty steep old hill. In fact, if you ever got a lot of rain in this country, this would be a pretty miserable place to live. But then a lot of Pendleton's built on the steep. In fact, when I was younger, my friends and I used to call it the town that grew out of a ditch. You'd take a look at all the fingers of lights and where the houses were and stuff coming out of the Umatilla River Canyon. And yeah, it looks like it grew out of a ditch. Now those trees and houses in front of us, that's the top of the South Hill in Pendleton, and that freeway's between us and them right now, and we're kind of paralleling the freeway just on the other side of this group of houses on the left. Yeah, I thought I was being pretty cagey by sneaking around this way, so I didn't have to drive through all of downtown Pendleton, all the residential area of Pendleton, but just up the road here a few more blocks, they're doing a bunch of road construction. Running to a stretch for several blocks is nothing but ballast rock, which gives me a great opportunity to test out them Elka shocks and the adjustment I have on them. And so far they've done really well on the pavement. And man, I don't like to go off-road with the Ryker. I just got it sitting so low that I'm always afraid of dinging something up. But well, here we go. It's definitely going to be off-road. We'll run across that ballast rock. Now I'm going to take it along pretty slow here, so not to disturb things too awful much. And yeah, we're bouncing around a little bit, but you know, it looks a lot worse in the picture than it was doing it. Yeah, you got to expect it. You're going across a pretty big old rock there that's going to bounce some, but it was pretty smooth, really. I mean, it wasn't bad. I have noticed my windshield's kind of buggy looking, so that's going to affect the quality of the picture a little bit. And yeah, my light wasn't just right either here too. It kind of was bad lighting because I'm running into the sun so much today. But now I got other videos from this trip that I took. It won't be quite so bad. You got Yukai and Pilot Rock, and even got some freeway stuff going on. Get up here just another block or so and the flagger will get us stopped. And I went ahead and edited that out of this video. I didn't see any good reason for you folks to sit and watch for minutes upon minutes of me sitting waiting for the flagger. So we'll get up here behind the car and we'll just switch it over to where we're takeoff again. And wave to the flagger here as we go by. She had quite a job on her hands here, keeping traffic flowing, and all the commercial traffic and trucks and other equipment, as well as everybody trying to get from one point to another here with their cars. So she's a pretty busy lady right there at that little spot. Get by here, we'll get down to where we can hang a left and head down into Pendleton proper, go underneath the freeway and head down the Indian Hills exchange, overpass, whatever you want to call it. Hey, here in just a moment or two, if you look to the right there off in the distance, you see the Blue Mountains, and we'll be heading over those here in another video, headed back to LeGrand, but not so much in this one. This one was just pretty much around Pendleton and out on the reservation here a little bit. Here we go underneath I-84, same freeway that runs by LeGrand, runs by Pendleton here. Head down here, and those two big old white buildings out in front of us, that's the flour mill in Pendleton, and pretty big to do. Grind a lot of grain, and then you can look over there to the left and see the North Hill of Pendleton growing up out of the canyon there, out of the ditch, as we're going by the South Hill here, and same thing, growing up out of the canyon, up the steep old hillside, and out of the ditch. And then there's going to be a big old red building right there on your left. Well, that's the old John Murray Junior High School. And I went to school there. I can't remember if it was 7th or 8th grade. It was an awful long time ago, but yeah, I went to school there. Now also off to your left there, you can see a picture of downtown Pendleton and Roundup City there, downtown area with the North Hill in the background. Nice big old view of the grain elevators there for the flour mill, and go across the viaduct here, across the railroad tracks, and we'll get down here and we'll turn on the old route of Highway 30, and we'll head out the reservation for a little bit. And like I said, I'm real happy with the adjustment on my Elka shocks. It's gonna be kind of miserable going up this viaduct. The expansion slots are, they're pretty rough. It's kind of like driving across craters of the moon here going up it. Well, we'll get up the top here, get out of this bumpy stretch of road onto another bumpy stretch of road. And if you look off to the left here, you'll see the new fire hall the city put up here in Pendleton. It sits on a site where there used to be a grade school there that I went to school at as a kid. And in fact, that big old empty lot there on the left, that used to be a hospital. Had my tonsils out at that hospital. It's long gone now. Yeah, coming up on our left up here is a little Hamburger Spot. Darn nice place for hamburger. If you like hamburgers, french fries, and all the goodies, well, I recommend that spot right there on the left. That's a heck of a nice place for a hamburger. Get yourself a hamburger. And if it's a sit-down dinner you're looking for, or breakfast or lunch, what have you, here on the right there's a restaurant coming up. Nice place to eat. Never had a bad meal there. And off over on our left is the Riverside area of Pendleton, and I don't know if you remember about here a couple years ago, they had some tremendous flooding down there, and a lot of people were harmed in that flooding. Some even lost their lives. But hopefully everybody's back to some semblance of normality after the flood. Now we're on the reservation. We're gonna head out here. We're gonna head out to where Mission Market is, there where I stopped in that one video and got gas and doing the Highway 30 run. We'll drop down, going under the underpass here, and we'll hit mostly a residential area down here where a lot of folks live. There's a few industries, and mostly just people living down here. Yeah, the folks who live down there on the left, as we're going by here, they really got hit hard in that flood. Boy, it was quite deep right in there. And you got the Umatilla River just over here. I mean, literally, you could throw a rock from here to the river. In fact, that group of trees there on the left there, that defines the bank of the river. That's how close we are to it. Now, I don't believe the flood got up as high as the road here, but it got darn close. And this whole area out here to the left, it was nothing but a big old lake during that flood, all the way over to the other side of the canyon. A lot of folks living out here. A lot of non-members of the tribe live out here on the reservation, as well as obviously a good number of the members of the tribe live out here. Have for quite a long time. Well, it's a nice place to live. A little cooler in the summertime. Get a little nice breeze out here. So, yeah, it's a pretty nice place to live. Yeah, I'm kind of rubbernecking over there to the right there. There's an old school bus company sits up there. And see a bunch of school buses parked up there. They must be getting ready for the new school year coming up. Anyhow, maybe you can make them out as we go by here. I don't know, obviously it looks a lot closer when you're riding. But it sits up there in a place called Gopher Flats, and it's as flat as a pancake up there. One time there was an airstrip there. Planes took off and landed up there. Now it's mostly residential area, well, a little farmland in between. Yeah, there on the right you got a little rodeo arena. A lot of those around this country. Rodeo's a pretty big deal, and if you're into that sort of thing, it's a lot of fun. Now coming into view over on the right, there's the Reservation School. That's a fairly new school, and I don't know if they call this one Nixie-Yowaway also. I know they called the one up, further up the road here, they called it Nixie-Yowaway, but this they probably call this one something different. And just beyond it is the Reservation Clinic, Yellowhawk Clinic, and then off in the distance there that you can barely make out the reservation administrative offices for the tribe. We'll see them better as we turn the corner here, get down the stoplight, head towards the casino. Now, those of you that watch my Highway 30 series of videos, they might recognize this place coming up on the left. It's Mission Market. I stopped there and got fuel when I was making that video, and then took off from there and headed towards Athena and Adams and Weston and back on over the hill to the Grand Ronde Valley. Now, if you look to the right, you'll see the administrative building of the Confederated Tribes of Umatilla Indians over there. That's their newer building. They built that here a few years ago, and we'll just catch a glimpse of the original building they built. It's a little bit smaller than the big one there, but we'll catch a glimpse of the old one there, or at least the roof of it. When we get up top the hill here, we'll be up pretty close to the casino. The casino is also owned by the tribe. And there on the left, you get the Blue Mountains in the background, the hotel part of the casino sticking up there. We'll get up here a little closer, be able to look across the parking lot at it. But they've got facilities there for kids. They've got a real nice Cineplex. I really enjoy going to the movies there. And I noticed they also got their bowling alley built, which I think is kind of cool. I don't believe Pendleton has a bowling alley, so now they've got access to one. Come out here, but here's the parking lot for the casino, truck parking and car parking. You got to get in there and donate to the tribe, so they got it all set up for you to do that. And coming up on the right is a couple of fast food restaurants, and then on the left is the Arrowhead Truck Plaza, conveniently located right next to the freeway. Got everything you need if you're a trucker. Heck, everything you need if you're not. Oh, I think I'll shut this video down here once we get across the overpass. And glad you folks rode along with me on this trip. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the music. And if you got a comment, leave me a comment. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. Kind of help me out to make these a little better. And I appreciate the input, and gives me a chance to do a better job. So thanks for riding along with me, folks, and I'll see you in the next video.